Imagine you're walking through a wide, open field on a blazing summer day in the early 1800s. The sun beats down, the air buzzes with insects, and the scent of warm earth and plants fills your nose. All around you, people are bent over, pulling fluffy white cotton from plants. But there's a major problem. Each puff of cotton is filled with tiny seeds, and it takes forever to pull them out. Cleaning just 1 pound of cotton by hand could take an entire day. That is until an inventor named Eli Whitney came up with something that would change everything. Eli Whitney was born in 1765 in Massachusetts. As a kid, he was always curious. He liked building things and often took apart his father's tools just to figure out how they worked. He used wood and metal to make small machines, and people around him noticed how inventive he was. He went on to study at Yale, and after graduating, he took a job in Georgia as a tutor. That's where he first heard about the big problems cotton farmers were facing. Cotton was a key crop in the southern United States, but processing it was painfully slow. The kind of cotton that grew best in most of the South had sticky seeds tangled deep inside the cotton fibers. The work of removing them was done by enslaved people, who were forced to sit for hours pulling seeds out by hand. Whitney listened to farmers complain about how slow and frustrating this was, and he decided to try to find a solution. Within just a few days, Whitney came up with a rough design for a machine that could help. His invention used a wooden box, a hand crank, and a row of metal wire teeth that pulled cotton through narrow slots. The slots were small enough to stop the seeds, which the wire teeth couldn't pull through. A rotating brush then cleaned the cotton off the teeth. Whitney called his machine the cotton gin, gin being short for engine. The cotton gin was a breakthrough. It allowed one person to clean as much cotton in a day as 50 people could by hand. It was faster, easier, and far more efficient. Cotton production exploded, and the South became one of the world's major cotton suppliers. People even started calling it king cotton because it became so essential to the economy. At first, Whitney expected to get rich from his invention. His plan was to manufacture cotton gins and sell them to plantation owners. But things didn't go smoothly. Many farmers built copies of the machine without paying for it. Even though Whitney got a patent to protect his invention, enforcing it was extremely difficult. He ended up spending years in court trying to defend his rights. Even so, the cotton gin had a huge impact on American history. It made cotton farming much more productive and boosted the textile industry in both America and Europe. But it also had a terrible downside. Because the cotton gin made cotton so profitable, plantation owners expanded their land and forced even more enslaved people to work in the fields. Instead of reducing slavery, the cotton gin helped it grow. Later in life, Whitney worked on a new idea: making weapons and machines with interchangeable parts. That meant that each part was made exactly the same, so if one piece broke, it could easily be replaced. This idea led to the creation of modern factories and helped launch the Industrial Revolution in the United States. Eli Whitney didn't just invent tools, he changed how people approached problems. He looked at something that was slow and inefficient and found a way to make it better. His cotton gin reshaped farming, manufacturing, and invention in America. Today, Eli Whitney is still remembered as one of the most influential inventors in U.S. history. His story shows how a single idea can shape the world, for better or worse, and how creativity and determination can leave a lasting impact.